We've been teased with this for far too long. We've seen it at Computex, then we've seen it at CES, and finally they've sent me one to check out. And look at it, doesn't that just look incredible? Of course, this is the Be Quiet Dark Perk Ergo, Be Quiet's attempt at a mouse, following in the footsteps of the keyboard series. One thing that has to be said straight away is kind of just how basic it looks in pretty much every single angle you look at it. I won't say it looks boring, however, if not for these kind of very sharp edges here at the top, which are kind of giveaway signs of a gaming mouse, you'd almost think this is just like a very nice office mouse. To be fair, in shape-wise and the way it kind of sits in my hand, it reminds me a lot of the Death Adder V4 Pro, which we covered on this channel recently, and that's a good thing because I love the way that mouse looks and feels. Okay, before I get rid of this box, let's see what else we have in here. What's going to be in this mysterious black box? Is it going to be instructions? Who would have thought? Well, okay, it also comes with these feet you put at the bottom right here as kind of replacements, and also it comes with a real nice orange braided cable because Be Quiet. The cable itself is Type-C to Type-A, but it also comes with this because it is wireless, so it comes with this nice little adapter and of course your USB Type-A dongle. This is a real nice design as well, plus this right here also has a grippy texture at the bottom, so it kind of sits on your desk and you are kind of unable to move it, which is a really nice touch. And again, I just really kind of like the way it looks. They kind of went all out here on the details. Then there's also the matter of weight. Coming in at just 55 grams, it is a rather light mouse. As you can see, they even remove bits of the material right here at the bottom to lose even more weight. I am one of those weirdos who prefers a bit of a heavier mouse. I was really sad when Logitech removed those kind of additional weights you could put in a G502, but oh well. Another thing that it has in common with the V4 Pro from Razer is the fact that if you look right here, there is a bit of a space between the two side buttons. That is something that companies started doing to basically make the separation a bit more obvious so you don't misclick. Though looking at the side, one very obvious omission compared to a lot of other mice is the lack of any kind of grip where your thumb usually goes. Also have to check what it looks like as a combo when combined with a Be Quiet keyboard. Though if you're really into RGB in your peripherals, well, that's something gonna be missing here because, well, there really isn't any. So that is something to keep in mind. Pretty much the only RGB you get is this little status light right here. Again, I know for a lot of you that is probably going to be a benefit, especially if you just prefer the more minimalist and less flashy aesthetic that a lot of Be Quiet gear has, both on the peripheral side now, but also in the more traditional areas of cases and coolers. Then you're probably going to also find a lot of that same philosophy right here in this mouse. In terms of actually using it, they have a pretty decent click to them. Like, there's nothing I can complain about there. These right here are the side buttons, as you can hear. They are all absolutely fine. Pretty much what you would expect. You can't really innovate too much in that area. Well, okay, Logitech has recently tried, but at least this one won't get you banned in competitive games. In terms of other specs, it has a maximum DPI of 3200 for the couple of weirdos that would be even using it at that kind of DPI, as well as a maximum polling rate of 8000. Now let's talk pricing. This thing is going to set you back $110 and the same in euros as well, though additional regional pricing is of course going to differ. Though it's still far from cheap though, and for that price you don't get a lot of the flashiness that a lot of other mice get. Again, this is very plain, for better and for worse, depending on what your priorities are. You don't, for example, get things like additional buttons here at the top. You don't get a free scroll wheel button right here, which I can't live without on my G502 anymore. And of course, it doesn't come with things like grips down the side here either, though that's something you can buy afterwards if you want. So if those things are fine for you at this price point, then our links to it will be down in the video description below, alongside our Patreon, because even a single $1 a month truly goes a long way. Plus, huge thanks to Gavin Burns, Justin Rage, Ella Vroniak, Balash Voka, Noel Student, Meg Sumner, Shin Allcraft, and Mason Magruder. But anyway, that's what it's. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then remember to subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.